I just had an amazing 3-day adventure in St. John's. Today, we're gonna explore the city, and I'm really gonna try and share with you guys the feeling of St. John's. What's it really like to hang out here for a weekend? This isn't a top 10 things to do video. This is more of an in-depth digital journal into what you're gonna feel when you touch down on this beautiful island. But we are gonna do a few fun things, such as check out the bars and nightlife, go whale watching, go on a walking tour, see what it's like staying in a beautiful St. John's AirBnB, Jelly Bean Row, Quidi Vidi, Signal Hill, the Rooms Museum, and much more. So enough talk, let's jump into the streets of St. John's. Yeah. Arriving into a rainy day in St. John's here. That's a proper St. John's welcome, I think, as I believe it's quite a rainy place to be. So on this trip, I'll be accompanied by my mom. It was her birthday and we decided to come out here since she's always wanted to see it. After over a 3-hour journey from Toronto, it was about 4 p.m. by the time we got boots on the ground. Rain or not, we threw our raincoats on and headed down to the main area of Water Street to look for some food. Shortly after, we heard some live music coming out of Shamrock City Pub and decided to check it out. Good. Gotta love live music at 4 p.m. here in St. John's. This is a theme we found throughout the town. Live music is everywhere, at all times. This was the live music schedule for the week. As we can see, it's every single day. Absolutely amazing. Even in Toronto, we got nothing like that. I wasn't sure if Shamrock and Jungle Gyms were a joint business or separated, as both logos were all over the place. If you're a Newfoundlander and you want to clarify that, let me know in the comments. Got a little healthy action going on here. After that, the sun set and it was time for St. John's downtown to come alive. In these shots, it was still early, but a lot of these places got filled up a bit later and during the next day as well. Of course, we have some of the bigger franchises that you would see here in Canada, like the Keg, Jack Astor's, but Water Street and specifically George Street are where things really come alive. There's packed pubs as far as the eye can see here on George Street. Alright, so today we're going to go on another whale watching tour. I just went on one in Victoria, so we're going to go on one here in Newfoundland and see how it is. We got a rainy day here. It's quite chilly and wet. I'm sure it'll be colder on the water, but the bus that picks us up from the Delta Hotel here is going to bring us to the place where we're going to jump on the boat, and then we'll pick it up from there. So they do have shuttle services from the hotels to the whale watching tour.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Richard. Welcome to O'Brien.
Nice
we have a full van.
We got a full van. All right.
Watch your step.
Yeah. So it's time to go whale watching in St. John's. Well, not St. John's because we have to catch a shuttle to go to Bay Bulls. But before we do that, there's some interesting history. So there's two main companies that offer whale watching tours here in St. John's and surrounding areas, O'Brien's and Gatherall's. They're both family owned and have long histories here in Newfoundland. They operate out of Bay Bulls and have been direct competitors for decades, but they set aside their differences in 2020, merging tours together and ending a legendary feud. Anyways, O'Brien's just so happened to fit our schedule, so we went with them. Got a busy day in the wharf today. So we did what anyone would do with time on their hands, hit the damn gift shop. Oh, there's so many. You know what? We'll do it maybe. So, one of O'Brien's vessels was heading out and we were up next. And now, prepare to meet the most charismatic tour guide of all time. Just waiting for the boat to leave.
And up here on the top deck today, everyone, we have our crow's nest here. So everyone who's up on the top deck now, you can all take a good look on up at the crow's nest there. and forget about it. That's going to be for crew only, as the sign here indicates. Your partner Sally Tabo, hip your partner Sally Brown, Bogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle. Cods and rice to cover your flake, cake and tea for supper, codfish in the spring of the year, fried in maggoty butter. Hip your partner Sally Tabo, hip your partner Sally Brown, Bogo, Twillingate, Morton's Harbour, all around the circle. Now I don't want your maggoty fish, that's no good for winter. I can buy as good. So all toothed whales, they will have one single blowhole, whereas baleen whales, like your humpback whales,
Came to the bottom
minke
there
whales,
because it's
blue
all
whales,
like
they're all baleen whales. They all have a
right
double
now.
nostril.
We came at the perfect time of year here to catch some humpbacks in action, and they were all around us. I was unable to get them on film because, man, they just come up so fast. But I got this guy here in the distance, and people were loving it.
That spout, we might get a tail this time.
After that, we arrived at the legendary Gull Island to see some puffins.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. Welcome to Gull Island, everyone. This is our first island here in the Witless Bay.
First time in my life seeing some of these guys. There was a massive amount of birds here. Gull Island definitely lives up to the name.
And you will start to see a few little chicks in there. A few kittiwake chicks. They have a black line going diagonal down the wing. And then they also have kind of like this black marking behind their...
If you guys didn't notice, those seas were really, really rough on this day. At least for this landlubber over here. I was starting to feel it bad. That boat was moving like it was a ride at Canada's Wonderland or worse.
We have the razorbill. It's just over there in the middle. There's the razorbill. In amongst all of those puffins up there on the rocks. There's one razorbill there. And the razorbills, they look very, very similar to a common murre. But how you'll be able to tell them apart, everyone, is based off of the shape of their bill. As a pointy bill. Kind of looks like a penguin when you see it up on the slope.
On the way back from Gull Island, it was time for some folks to get screeched in. It's a fun tradition that involves reciting an oath, kissing a codfish, and then taking a shot of screech rum. After that, you get a certificate proclaiming your official status as an honorary Newfoundlander.
So first things first, we gotta get them looking like Newfoundlanders. And what do you think, everyone? Do they look like Newfoundlanders? All together now. Indeed I is.
Indeed I is.
Me old cock.
Me old cock.
And long may.
And long may
Your big jib draw.
Jib draw.
Well, they sound just like Newfoundlanders to me. Give them another big hand, everyone. And now it is time to drink that screech.
If you're wondering, guys, no, I didn't do it. I was gonna die on that boat if that shot of screech entered my body in that moment. I swear to God. Oh, the whale tour took me out. The gravel is the key. I'm dying, I'm dead, I'm done. Okay, hello. We're here in Newfoundland, and we have this beautiful Airbnb here. I'll put the price on the screen. If you guys want to see what an Airbnb in St. John's looks like, I'll show you one of the higher end Airbnbs. This is what it's gonna look like. So we'll do a little tour here. Here's the living room. This door closes. Sun's coming up right now. This is the view. Got some houses here. Living room. Washroom. And the kitchen is massive. Everything you could possibly imagine is in here. This is a little backyard area. Oh, and a moth just came at me. Okay, he was hanging out. But yeah, backyard is here. So it's back there. All right, this leads to a downstairs, but it's just a laundry room. There's not much going on down there. There's not much to see. Just imagine like a half-done laundry room. Not super exciting. So now we'll check out the upstairs. Got the cool artwork. Bedroom here. Eiffel Tower. This is the master bedroom. My mom's in here right now. Hopefully she doesn't mind me doing this. Walk-in closet here. Washroom there. And one hell of a view up here. Check this out. Pretty crazy, man. Now, go to the other side. Another washroom here. This is what I'm using right now. My room that I'm staying in, not as clean. That closet, and yeah, that's it. Backyard here. And that's the Airbnb. It's freaking massive, man. Absolutely massive. It's almost like, I feel like it's too big. For me, it's too big. I'd never need this. But it's my mom's birthday. She wanted to do something nice, so we did. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the Duke of Duckworth. Everybody was saying to go to this one. Everybody online. So we'll see how it is. Here it is right here. I guess it's down the street. It's oh, right here.
What kind of salad did you want? We've got garlic shrimp. Yeah, you're right. This is like a, oh, you gotta get a picture of mine.
Yeah, they're already singing here in Newfoundland. It's like 8 in the morning. They're going hard. Is there actually a band playing? No way, no. Anyways, today we're gonna check out some cafes, so let's go. Once again, we got that early morning music blasting here on Water Street. I was a little ambitious to call this a cafe tour as we only managed to hit one, maybe next time.
I know, even on King Street, they're breaking all the rules and the cops are...
Pretty good. Got nothing left in the tank.
Okay, well let's wear it off and walk up that hill.
Ready to walk up the hill. Rocket Bakery. Yeah. Rocket Bakery, pretty good. Rocket Bakery. All right. That's the first one down. Gotta be ready for the hills in Newfoundland. It's reminding me of Lisbon. We got our coffee and pastries in, and it was time to make our way up to Signal Hill, one of the must-see things here in the city. Overlooking the harbor, Signal Hill played a key role in the city's defense during colonial days. The construction of the tower was completed in 1900 and was the place where the first transatlantic wireless signal was received. Okay, made it to the top of Signal Hill here. It's absolutely beautiful. We cheated up here. We took an Uber, so didn't earn the view this time, but it was super worth it. Obviously, one of the must-see sites in out here in St. John's. And we want to go to Quidi Vidi, so we're gonna attempt to take the. Apparently, there's a trail that goes from Signal Hill to Quidi Vidi. I don't know how savage it is, but we're gonna try to tough it out here. We'll see what happens. We thought there was a cafe up here. There's actually a gift shop inside the building here. It's windy. It has one of the best panoramic views of the city and coastline. There's also, once again, a gift shop inside the tower with some cool stuff. You know how we roll. If you guys can't hear it, obviously you can. It was extremely windy up here at Signal Hill. signal hill. That's how they do it.
Mechanical devices with arms.
Our plan was to take one of the hiking trails over to Quidi Vidi and check out the little town and brewery. Got the Screech flavored coffee. Can't imagine how that one tastes. Alright, so we're trying to grab the Ladies Lookout Trail to head over to Quidi Vidi. It says this is the trail here. This is the Northern Trail, which is like a more difficult one that goes around the rocks, which I guess we're going to skip today because that's going to take up too much time. Well, I guess we'll just proceed to get on the Ladies Lookout Trail. We headed north onto the Ladies Lookout Trail and got smacked in the face with one hell of a view. Couple trails that go different ways here. Just gonna continue on to Quidi Vidi this way. Almost there, not too bad.
We still have the seat.
Oh yeah. Got some food trucks. It was just under a 30-minute walk over to the town, and it was time for some food once again. We decided to go to the legendary Quidi Vidi Brewery. It has an amazing spot up above the water here where you can have a drink next to some beautiful rock formations and scenery. Yeah, it looks like the brewery is somewhere over here. Enter on the left. Is it possible if there's a spot maybe? That'd be great. That's great, thank you. Quidi Vidi iceberg lager, made from the iceberg ice. Super fresh, man. Super. Oh, the best. The best. Yeah. A little more. It's like a little drinking area over here to get your drink on. Ooh, there. And you just walk around it. That's like just a giant. That's just like a giant beer tent.
It looks like Frankie.
It was super good. I had a fresh cold one and a solid sandwich. Big up Quidi Vidi Brewery. Continuing on, there's a bunch of food trucks here and a drinking area. I can imagine that they have some really fun events going on during the weekend here. There was also a little river with some ducks hanging out where we would then grab a ride to the downtown area because we had a walking tour scheduled. We met up at the George Street statue called A Time and met who I think is the best tour guide who ever lived, David Peters.
I'm going to be your guide this afternoon. It's my honor to welcome you to St. John's, the best place on planet Earth to be in the summer.
It's one thing walking around a new place and seeing things, and it's a whole other thing to understand the history and the story of what's around you. There's a ton of history here in the town of St. John's, and I was blown away. So with the tour, we walked from George Street, down Water Street, up into Jelly Bean Row, all the way into Bannerman Park, and a little bit more.
Alright. It's just a very large concentration. This is my favorite stop on the tour. I just get such a kick at it's a duty to pay a lot of attention to this stop. This is the Ecclesiastical District stop on the tour. You can do tours of the Ecclesiastical District that last all day. We're talking about the power of the church. Church is, in Newfoundland, Historically, we have 3 denominational.
It was absolutely phenomenal. Dave is a legend. His family has been here for generations and he knew everything you could ever want to know about the city. If you guys can book a tour with him, you got to do it. Just trust me on that one.
And there was probably a lot of business happening here. Maybe that's how the bay, especially it was from merchants. Studio, you can lease it.
Finally got some daylight here in Newfoundland, so we're gonna take advantage of it. Found a little park. It's obviously a different vibe during the day, completely different feeling out here. All the people came out finally. After that, it was getting a bit later, so we walked down Water Street once again, this time determined to get into Yellow Belly Brewery, and we were successful on the second time round. Pizza, amazing. Check out the Yellow Belly Brewery, see what's going on. That's going to wrap up day 3 in St. John's, but we have one more big thing to see before our flight, and that is the Rooms Museum. So we got the Berlin Wall of Newfoundland.
And then you're gonna get the mortgage
They have a Berlin Wall to separate the degenerates from the
hotel.
from the hotel people, I guess. I don't know. Check that out, walk around, and that's it, heading back to Ontario. The view was definitely as good as it gets here in the city. There's a few decks with amazing panoramas right beside the restaurant. Yeah, that's gonna go over that. Ooh.
Should get it here. This is a better view.
The Rooms is divided into 2 sides, one for art and one for history. You'll find a huge collection of artifacts and exhibits that tell the story of Newfoundland and Labrador from the Indigenous era all the way up to Newfoundland's path to becoming Canada's 10th province in 1949. This is history right here. This is MS-DOS, 1988. Phoenix ROM.
I kind of remember using those.
And giant squid. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. You just got to come see it for yourself. And that's going to wrap up my time in St. John's for now. One thing that must be said, the people of St. John's are the nicest people I have met in Canada, maybe in my life anywhere, honestly. They're always down to help. They'll just come up to you and strike up a convo, ask how you're doing. It really is the best I've seen. Living in the city for so long, I forgot how people were supposed to act to each other, and this is how it should be. I'm gonna talk more about that in my next video. If it's up, you can click on it and check it out right here. Please do so. Thank you for watching. Please like the vid and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Have a good one. Book that trip later.